Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're once again watching Astroteric TV. I'll be your one and only host, the Astro Guru, and it wouldn't be Astroteric TV without the gra. Now, today's topic of discussion. Trustworthy people do not care if you trust them or not. Yep, that's a title. Trustworthy people do not care if you trust them or not. And I'll explain to you why. Now, trustworthy people are rational. And they also understand that trust is to be built, because in order to become trustworthy, you have to be placed in situations where trust is on the line, and through time, you have to stand the test of trust, which is how you become trustworthy. Now, as a trustworthy person, everyone that you encounter is not going to trust you because they don't know you. From Adam and Eve, a hole in the wall, or a can of paint. Now, when you encounter new people who do not trust you, as a trustworthy person, remember, you're rational. So you understand that trust has to be built. And there will be opportunities where you can show how trustworthy you are. So you have no malicious intent because you're a trustworthy person. So you're not trying to snake the person. You're not trying to be malicious. You're not trying to, basically manipulate. You're not trying to connive. So it is okay if the person does not trust you, because through time, this person will find that you are trustworthy. Now, on the other side, if you're a person who does not trust easily, that is okay. Now, as time goes on, eventually, you have to bring that wall down, because not only do opposites attract, but we manifest what we think about and what we are. So if you keep not trusting people, then the universe will send you people who are untrustworthy, in hopes that you'll learn who you can trust. Now, if you don't trust people, after a certain amount of time, if you don't have a reason to say, okay, that's why I didn't trust you, or the energy I was getting was saying that this person is a liar or a thief, and then that proves to be correct, then you were wary at first, but now you have confirmation. In situations where that confirmation never comes, and you just continue to be wary of a trustworthy person, you, my friend, have a mental issue. And it is probably that either you are a negative person, you expect the worst all the time of everyone, or you've probably been sheltered so long, you don't know how to open up or who to open up to, and that can go both ways. Sometimes people are sheltered so long, they get outside and just open up to everybody. But there's various reasons of why this could have happened. But the result is that you have come to not trust people, and you do not know how to trust people. I'll tell you how to do that in just a second. Now, you have your trustworthy people whom do not care if you don't trust them. Then you also have the untrustworthy people who want you to trust them. Okay? When it flips again, the untrustworthy people want you to trust them. One, because they don't understand trust, which is why they are not trustworthy. The negative Nancys, the people that try to put you down or discourage you, things like that. They're doing this for that reason, so that you can prove them wrong in some way, shape, or form, or you can prove them right and make them pretty much pat themselves on the back. Ha, look, I told y'all he was a liar. I caught him in a lie. Not understanding that you probably manipulated the situation into forcing the person to say something that they probably didn't understand at the time. But because you felt like you had more knowledge on the situation and that you could, try to coax and coerce a person into a confession or something like that, then you tried to manipulate the conversation, try to, lead the conversation, however you may see it. But basically, you tried to persuade somebody into incriminating themselves when they might not have incriminated themselves. They might have just told you the truth. And that probably wasn't simple enough for you, so they probably just added a little more, and you probably took your imagination and added some more with it. Things like that. But now, if you want to trust somebody, there's 8 billion somebodies on this earth right now. I'm positive you know somebody in your brain that you can think of fast that has never lied to you. And if they have, you don't know. So if you can think of somebody that you like, I don't think bro ever lied to me. And if he did, it must have been a good one because he got away with it. Then that, my friends, is what I would call a semi-trustworthy person. But if you would like to go straight to the source for a trustworthy person, I suggest you look for the person that your family and friends are most enamored by. So, if you've got a millionaire friend of the family who's always going on like trips and, yachts and things like that, I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm not saying everything he does is sincere from the heart and that he doesn't tell lies and might not be a murderer. I'm just saying that he may be trustworthy. He may be trustworthy. I know that might sound a little skeptical, but yes, there are certain people who are actually honest about their wrongdoings. Understand? There's some people who have never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. So, you have those people, and those people, a lot of times, are trustworthy. Depending on the situation, because, everybody goes through the roller coaster, ups and downs. Sometimes we surprise ourselves, and sometimes we disappoint ourselves. But, in a nutshell, you want to find someone that people don't have a problem going to and talking about their problems, because that person will probably tell you the harsh truth of the situation, like grandmothers, grandfathers, and it may not be what you want to hear, but it'll definitely be a gem worth picking up. It'll definitely be a gem worth picking up. Those are the kind of things that you hear in your head 10 years later after they said it, and after you've used the knowledge 7 times, but on the 8th time, here they go, repeating in your head, like, you know what, man, my grandmother always used to say, yeah, now you're seeing it somewhere else. But, yeah, trustworthy people don't care if you trust them or not. Happy Sunday. Till next time.